Liverpool have been handed a significant lift ahead of their highly anticipated Premier League showdown with Manchester United. As Arne Slot's side prepare for one of the defining fixtures of their early season, fresh developments have emerged that could play a crucial role in their approach to the game. With both clubs desperate to assert dominance and gain momentum, the latest update from the Liverpool camp will come as a timely boost, and one that could influence Slot's selection plans. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, a reputable Merseyside journalist has claimed Liverpool definitely like Borussia Dortmund's Nico Schlotterbeck, and the defender's sporting director has spoken about their stalled contract talks. Due to Giovanni Leone's long-term injury absence, Liverpool's links to centre-backs have ramped up in recent weeks. Schlotterbeck is the most heavily rumoured target at the moment, with Merseyside journalist David Lynch now telling Sports Mole that he is someone they definitely do like and have watched. This comes after Dave Osaikop claimed positive talks have taken place with the centre-backs representatives. Over in Germany, Bild are reporting that Liverpool primarily see Schlotterbeck as a long-term successor to defensive star Virgil van Dijk. The German paper's journalist Yannick Huber added that it's becoming increasingly difficult for Dortmund to keep him, but a January move has been ruled out. Speaking to Bild, Dortmund sporting director Lars Ricken said, "It is his absolute right to plan his future carefully. We respect that, and I believe that salary is not the most important factor, but rather perspective, trust, and conviction. We won't rush into things, but of course, we don't want to drag it out indefinitely." Everyone is aware of that Schlotterbeck's contract is currently set to expire in 2027, and Dortmund want to extend. However, the 25-year-old has so far refused to commit his future at the Westfalenstadion. At the moment, he is valued at £60 million. That's going off a Sky Sports Switzerland report from the summer. Having also played at left-back and in holding midfield during his career, the Bundesliga man is very adept at bringing the ball out of defence and playing incisive passes. His 8.21 progressive passes per 90 minutes over the last year is a figure not even Van Dijk, known for his calmness on the ball, can match. In fact, it places him in the top 1% of comparable top 5 league players. This ability in possession is something for which Arne Slot has publicly praised Van Dijk, and is a reason Ibrahima Konate may not be deemed a good long-term fit. In comparison to the Frenchman, Schlotterbeck is far better with the ball at his feet. In the air, Schlotterbeck is competitive, but not quite as tall as Konate or Van Dijk, coming in just a few centimetres shorter at 6'2". He is, however, taller than Mark Guay by about 9 centimetres. While it is always difficult to tell how a player will adapt when moving to the Premier League, there is no reason why Schlotterbeck, who has 22 Germany caps, couldn't be a success for Liverpool. Now, in a huge boost, Ryan Gravenberch's fitness is not expected to be a concern for Liverpool, despite being substituted at half-time during the Netherlands' 4-0 win over Finland. Gravenberch was brought off after 45 minutes in the Netherlands' comfortable victory in Amsterdam on Sunday, with Ronald Koeman's side already 3-0 up. Speaking after the game, Koeman explained that it came due to minor hamstring problems, though the player himself insisted it was a precaution. That led to doubts over Gravenberch being able to start when Liverpool host Man United on Sunday, but there is no sign he will be unable to. Speaking on YouTube, Lynch explained that the 23-year-old is considered fully fit and will resume training with the rest of Arne Slot's squad this week. The Netherlands acknowledge Gravenberch plays a lot for country, a lot for club, and any chance you can get to rest a 23-year-old player who gets through as much work as he does, they will take it, he said. So I think Liverpool will be pretty grateful for that, because of course he is their best number 6. This update comes amid uncertainty over the fitness of Wataru Endo, who would have been among the choices to stand in for Gravenberch if he were to miss out. Endo did not join up with the Japan squad for their friendlies against Paraguay and Brazil due to a hamstring issue picked up in the 2-1 defeat to Chelsea last time out. He instead stayed behind to focus on his fitness, working in the gym at the AXA training centre alongside the injured Alisson, as well as Curtis Jones, who did not get called up by England. Alisson is a long-term absentee, along with Giovanni Leone, Stefan Bajcetic and Jadon Dance. Ibrahima Konate is another doubt for Sunday after withdrawing from the France squad due to a quad injury which forced him off against Chelsea. Slot could make changes to his starting lineup for the visit of Man United, with the likes of Jeremy Frimpong and Florian Wirtz able to return, while Joe Gomez could be an option to replace Konate. Gravenberch has started every game in the Premier League and Champions League so far this season, bar the opening day of the league campaign, for which he was suspended. In other news, Alisson was among those to report to the AXA training centre on Tuesday as he rehabs his hamstring injury, while Curtis Jones resumed preparations for Man United. Liverpool will host Man United on their return to Premier League action on Sunday, but will do so without their number one goalkeeper. Alisson is not expected back until after the November international break, with the Brazilian due to miss up to 8 games after picking up a hamstring injury against Galatasaray. That meant he could not join the Brazil squad for their friendlies against South Korea and Japan this month either. But he watched the latter, a 3-2 defeat for Carlo Ancelotti's side, alongside Japan captain Wataru Endo at the AXA training centre on Tuesday morning. Endo was also not with his national team, having suffered a hamstring issue of his own, with the midfielder instead working on his recovery on Merseyside. It remains to be seen if he will be ruled out of the clash with Man United, though indications are that it is not a serious problem for Liverpool's number 3 and he could be involved. Jones was one of the few fit senior players not called up for international duty this month, and he shared a photo of Alisson and Endo watching the friendly on Instagram. His presence at the AXA suggests training work has now begun ahead of the return of Arne Slot and his wider squad later in the week. Joe Gomez and Federico Chiesa were also left out of their national teams and should be part of Slot's plans for Sunday's 4:30 p.m. kickoff. It will have been a quiet day at the club's expanded facility as Rob Page and his under-21s travelled to Crewe for their EFL Trophy tie on Tuesday night. Typically, the under-21 squad are used to make up the numbers in these early first team sessions towards the end of an international break. But with the likes of Kaidi Gordon, Kieran Morrison and Fabian Morozek instead expected to be involved against League 2 opposition later in the day, Jones and co will likely have been limited to gym work. Tuesday night does, however, bring the final international fixtures for those called up, with Georgi Mamadashvili, Milos Kerkez, Dominic Szoboszlai and Alexis McAllister due to be in action. It is likely that the squad will begin to report back on Wednesday, and the workload will increase in anticipation of Man United. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.